does in the goods and services, especially in the price schedule. After that, nasikia mvua inaguruma, we look at e-tender security very briefly. I hope I won't keep you more than 15 minutes. So let's log in as a supplier, look for a works tender. So we can look at that. It is for construction of apartments. So we'll accept terms and conditions so that we can access the other forms. And the forms are, in the works document we have more forms. Because in works we want to see your capacity. Do you have equipment? So there are those equipment forms, the financial forms that show your turnover and so forth. So we have more forms here than in the goods tender. But let's just go to the price schedule form. When we open the price schedule form, you will see it has bills. In works we have the BOQ, isn't it? We have the detailed BOQ, that price you give a unit price for everything, including an L, isn't it? Kila kitu. So the BOQ is usually big. You can have it going up to 100 pages. So we can't have the detailed BOQ as the price schedule in the EGP system. So what we are using is a summary. If you look at a BOQ, at the end there is a summary page, where you transfer the cost, the bill, for example, if it is a construction of this hall. So you will have the preliminaries, the excavation and so forth. So they are itemized. But then there is a total for that bill 1, which is the preliminaries. So you transfer that total for bill 1 to the bill summary. You have the bill 1. For example, in this case, what was the construction? It was proposed construction of a latrine. So bill 1 is substructure work, the provision laws. So in the substructure work, we know that is the excavation and the foundation up to the slab. So in the detailed BQ, you will have to capture everything, even the steel that we'll use in the foundation, the stones, the cement, and even that excavation. But then there is a total for that bill 1, the substructure. So that total is the one that will put in the summary and also transfer to the EGP price schedule form. So you will put the total there for substructure. Then for the walling, that is the bill 2, the walls themselves, you will have the stones, the cement, the sand, and it is quantified. You are told how many blocks you will need, how many stones, how much sand. The engineers usually quantify. You put a unit price for each. But then now the total for that bill, for the superstructure, is it superstructure? Yes. So that total you take to the summary page. So that total for bill 2, you also put it in the EGP price schedule form. So for those who do works, in the price schedule, we are having the summary. But then, because in the payment, they will need to measure the works you have done and to see the unit costs for each. For stone, how much? For sand, how much was it per ton? Cement per bag was how much? Timber per foot was how much? So you will also be required to attach that detailed BQ. So you will fill the detailed BQ, the download watakuwa wameweka, you download, you fill, then you scan, you attach. But here you put the summaries, okay? So I hope that is clear. So that is the only difference. In the goods and services, we have the entire price schedule with everything. But in the works, you will attach the one with everything, you put the summary here. Now, I hope this TEDA had TEDA security. So let's see how we deal with TEDA security in the EGP system, the bid board. You have been going to the bank, requested for a bid board, then you attach it in the manual TEDA document, isn't it? Now here it is different. So there is a tab for TEDA security, for those TEDAs that require TEDA security. And you see when you click there, you have a submit TEDA security issuance request. So you are submitting a request to be issued with a bid board. So let's click there. So once you click there, you are told to select your financial institution. So you select your bank, where your company has an account. So we select the company we are using has an account at Credit Bank, Machakos branch. So we will go there, select Credit Bank, branch is Machakos. TEDA security is auto-picked by the system from the TEDA. Hiyo mmekuwa mkiagukia hapo. You have gone to the bank, you don't remember what was the amount. You are given a less TEDA security amount, then you become unsuccessful in the TEDA. So that is sorted here. The TEDA amount is auto-picked from the TEDA. Then the validity in days is also auto-picked. You are not typing that. So it is also picked from the TEDA. Initially, you would go forget the TEDA validity period. The bank gives you a bid board with less validity period. Then you become unsuccessful. So that is also sorted out here. So we submit. So we have submitted to the bank. So we now wait for the bank to respond. So this has saved you from walking to the bank. Maybe ukiona in a delay, you can call the bank manager. I submitted the request, kindly process. So, but now hakuna kuenda kuitisha bid board kupaga laini. If you have a good relationship with your bank, they will just issue the bid board. They will deduct what they deduct. Then they issue the TEDA security. And while you are waiting for the bank to issue the TEDA security, you can be doing another TEDA in your office. So this will save you the transport cost and the time. So I hope the bank manager has approved now. We go, we check. Was that TEDA? So we go back to the tab for TEDA security. Yes, it has been processed. So we can view TEDA security details, see what the bank did. So the details are there. It is a bank guarantee. The amount is there, validity. Then we have the financial institution TEDA security reference number. That is the number in the reference number for that bid board. Then we have the TEDA security as a PDF. So we also attach that as a PDF. So we can even download, add, save elsewhere, or even attach if it was asked in the mandatory requirements. So we have seen it is okay. So we go back and process the data security. So we process. So this is just accepting that it is okay. So the action is there is to accept, or if we feel there is an issue, the bank needs to correct something, we can send back for correction or clarification to the bank. So in our case, it is okay, we accept. Then we write there accepted, and we submit. Once we submit, it has gone to the procuring entity as part of our TED. So that one, we won't have to walk to the bank. We have already submitted the TED security. Once we click final submission pale kwa TED, itaenda pamoja. Sawa sawa. The process is the same for performance security. Ile unaweka huko before you sign the contract. The process is the same. So we'll briefly show you a step gap measure for the financial institutions not in the system currently. So we have some institutions, all the banks are in the system right now, but some branches are yet to be onboarded. So in that case, what do you do? Also, insurance companies issue bid boards. Some are not in the system currently. So in that case, if your financial institution is not there, what will you do? So you will go back, you will go to TEDA, issuance request, financial institution, for example, maybe your bank is KCB, you select KCB, then your branch is not there, be it is Chavakali, it is not there. So you click financial institution not found. So if it is not found, you will be required to put that manually. So you put yours as KCB, Chavakali branch. So these are different TEDA. As we can see, the TEDA amount, security amount is auto-picked. Then you go to the bank. Now, here you have to go to the bank, get that bid board, come and scan it. Then you put that reference number there. So you have TEDA security. You put it there, and you put the reference number at the top there, the one from that bid board. Then you submit. But before you submit, there is a caution here. Upload only TEDA security generated by financial institution system. Then you submit. You will scroll to the top. There is a message there after submitting. So after submitting, there is a message there that you need to submit the original copy of the TEDA security to the procuring entity before the TEDA closing date. This is because we want to be sure that this is a genuine bid board from the bank. So that is a stopgap measure if your financial institution is not found in the system. But very soon it won't be there once we onboard all the financial institutions. So si hiyo inafanya kazi iwe rahisi. So are there any questions on the bidding process, bid submission process and TEDA security process? You have the mic.